Welcome to my house.
I meant to say welcome to my channel.
Or did I mean welcome to my closet? This is how the process begins. A pile of clothes that need sorting. I could never find the perfect pair of jeans and the perfect pair of shorts. And then finally, when I started shopping on Poshmark, I found the pair that I've been dreaming for my entire life. Today I want to talk a little bit about how I became successful on Poshmark. And yes, I'm saying that. I didn't even know that I was successful on Poshmark until a friend of mine started asking for advice. And I was like, whoa, yeah, I actually kicked this thing in the booty. When I first get interested in a social media platform, I study up on it because, okay, a little backstory on me. I grew up in the woods, I'm off-grids girl, like all my teenage years when people are messing around with technology and cell phones and video games and, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. When people are in the thick of it, I was hauling water, chopping trees down. I was in the pasture with my sheep, my animals. My love of fashion actually started back then because a fun day for me would be thrifting with my mom. That's where it kind of started. I would have like the nice clothes, like my town clothes, and then I would have work clothes because they would be covered in pine sap from chopping trees down all day. So I really valued the dressing up, the time like spent getting ready to go to town. And I always took a long time. My mom was like, Sylvie, come on. Like, she kind of threw her hair in a bun and put her shirt on and her skirt on. She was ready to go. And I was like, adding another feather to my hair, that kind of thing. So anyways, that's where my love of fashion started. When I get interested in expanding myself and learning, I watch videos, I read articles. I love reading as a version of learning, so that would be my first go-to. I would read someone's post or blog about how to grow on Poshmark, and then I would apply those steps. And I will say, so I've studied up on how to grow on Instagram, how to grow on YouTube, how to grow on Poshmark. For me personally, I followed all the steps that people recommended. And on Poshmark, I just took off. All of a sudden, I started getting a lot of followers, a lot of sales. But before that happened, this is my journey. This is what I did to help boost sales. I'm going to tell you what I did, people. Okay? You want to know what I did? I'm going to tell you what I did. The first thing I did was, I was like, okay. So when I went into my closet and there were some things I wasn't using, I didn't really wear anymore, were my style, all this kind of stuff. I'm constantly trying to improve my style to fit me, my personality, like as the time passes, what my interests are. I don't really go with the trends. I think the trends go with me because I've been collecting for years for this year's trends, so whatever, that's a different story. So there was stuff I wasn't using anymore, so I took pictures and I posted it. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna sell this stuff like tomorrow. And I was very driven. I wanted to work towards being a Poshmark ambassador. Like right away, I started doing all the things on the list. I started sharing other people's posts. I started getting involved. I just took good pictures. I took a picture of the front of an item, the back of an item. I took a picture of the tags, which said like the size, the material. I took a picture of the name brand. If it was new with tags, I took a picture of that. And I also took a zoomed in picture of the print of the item. And basically nothing sold when I did that. I had maybe one sale and I got really encouraged and I want to start adding a bunch more items, but it just wasn't taking off the way I had expected it to. I decided to change something up. And I started to put my personality into everything more. From the items I posted, I started posting things that I wanted to wear, like say things I bought for myself currently, but like didn't fit me. So I started posting things that I actually loved because when I sold the one item, I was like, oh, this is crazy. And I started getting a whole bunch of items from other people and bulk items that I would never wear. And I think that kind of put my closet down because people were shopping my closet because they wanted my style. So when I got distracted, it's like, oh, I can get this and this and this cheap, and just started posting random stuff. It kind of turned some people away. That's one of my #1 recommendations. Sell clothes that you would wear. Okay? Sell clothes that are your personality, your vibe. And then the other thing, my pictures greatly improved when there's a nice background. You can do that with, say, like a picture, a mirror, you know, something pretty. Like lots of people are successful laying out like a outfit idea on the floor if something doesn't really fit you, to give people more of an idea. But actually, I really enjoyed modeling the clothes. Like, if it fit me, I put it on. And I don't just, like, put a picture of me wearing in a mirror with my cell phone in there. Like, I actually, sometimes I set up a light and I, like, pose in it. I make it look good. So, I make it look so good that actually, like, the clothes that didn't fit me perfectly, I want to keep. I'm like looking at those pictures, I'm fooled. I'm like, oh, that looks so good on me. So it's your job to make your closet look good. Like, that's your responsibility. If you want to sell on Poshmark, if that is your business, if that is your thing, then you make that clothes, you work that picture, you look good. Okay, so that's another thing. I changed my pictures up. I put my personality, my vibe into my closet. And another thing is Poshmark is totally, like, it's up to you to advertise for you. I think that's why I actually did so well in it, because I do have the push and I do have the drive. Other things like that have an algorithm to trick, I maybe not picked up as well because I'm not the one pushing it. But if I'm the one pushing it, then I'm going to do good. So literally, when I first started up on Poshmark, I sat there. We were watching a movie, I sat there. I shared my closet. Where I'm in the bath, I sat there. I shared my closet. Anywhere, everywhere I go, like in the evenings, I'm nursing my kid at night. I have a couple spare minutes. Instead of scrolling randomly on Facebook or Instagram, I sit there and I share my closet. I try to do it 2 times a day. When it was smaller, I did that. Sometimes even 3 times a day. And then when it was larger, I'd switch to doing it once a day. I also hop on parties whenever I can. If there's, like, say, a free people party or bohemian party, I love jumping on there, sharing my stuff. I share it as often as I can for the entire length of the party. They also have, like, theme parties, like Summer Cool Girl, you know, Boss Babe. So, like, clothes from your closet that would fit those genres, then you can share there. Just share. And I enjoy sharing other people's closets because that's how I actually find stuff that I want to purchase. So I will jump on someone who, like, in my news feed has a similar item to me, and I'll, like, follow all those likes because obviously they like what I like, and then I'll, like, go to their closet, share some of their items, and if I like some of their items, then I'll hit the like button, and then I will, if I really like it, I'll add it to a bundle, and then they'll message me and say, like, hey, you want to offer with discounted shipping? And sometimes I'll say yes, and sometimes I'll say no, but I like bundling things personally for when my money comes in, then I can actually go back there and purchase that. So purchasing does help with your visibility on there, liking, sharing, all that stuff. It is a community-based platform as well, so if you are commenting, like being nice on other people's posts, like, oh, those jeans are so cute, or I bought a pair of those and loved them, you know, like upping other people's game and vibe, you get more sales that way because people see, like, oh, this girl's really sweet, like, I want to support her, I want to help her make some money. I really love how it's like recycled clothing items that are getting a second chance, and you can get some items that are brand new with, like, tags on them still for cheaper than, say, like, I'm a Free People freak, so I bought up as many Free People dresses as I could, and most of them are brand new with tags on them. The reason that I originally fell in love with Poshmark is because While I love thrift stores and the adventure of hunting for a treasure, you don't really know what you'll find. And sometimes like you'll have a little like random list and you'll go there looking for that, and then you can't quite find it, and then you get distracted like, oh, but it's such a good deal, I'll buy this because it's like $5, and then you add another $5 item to the cart, and another, and then you come out of there and you never have any items on the list. But the thing that's cool with Poshmark is you can search in what you want, and all these items will come up in like your size, and you'll be able to see what if there's what you're looking for. And that's a really cool feature. So Poshmark is by search, so the better your title is, the quicker it will come up. And also it will come up then on Google too. Say if someone was typing in sky blue crop top free people, it would come up in Google, which is really cool. So the more keywords you can use, the better, obviously. I've searched for plenty of like dresses just on Google. It's like patchwork dress. And then boom, there it was on Poshmark. It's like, yes, I want to buy it for $50 instead of $150, and I'm supporting the platform that I love. So it's really cool if you want a certain item to purchase it and get a good deal as well, because we all know we love good deals, saving money. Another thing that is absolutely essential is that you be entirely honest, 100%. You're not a mega business store with several different items and you're just trying to pump stuff out. You're a small business person and you really want to tell people the truth. If there's a flaw on your item, you list it. You take a picture of that. If there's a stain or a tear, you say it. You say as much information about the item as possible so that the person is not shocked when they receive it. Why? Because you want a good name. The way to make money and sell to people is be a good business person. So you tell them there's a flaw in this item. Because of that, I will lower the price to this much. I believe the stain will come out with bleach, but just in case it is damaged, therefore, and that is the way that people will come back and buy from you again, because they got a good deal. They still like the item, it's still wearable, and they knew beforehand. You didn't trick them. If you perhaps don't tell a person and on purpose skip over a flaw in the item and don't post a picture of it, then that person is going to get that order and they're going to give you low stars or no stars. I have a 5-star rating. If you do get a bad review, people can see it, so just be careful of that. Also, be as honest as possible about the sizes. So we all know that clothes, different brands fit differently. So it's very nice to say, like, try the item on and say, hey, I'm normally a size 27 waist when it comes to jeans, but these fit me bigger, so they're more like a size 29, 30. And also ask for measurements. And I love when people ask for measurements because I know I'm doing my best giving them the information. I don't post measurements unless people ask, because if an item is true to size, I say fits true to size. But if someone wants a measurement, I'm more than happy to take time out of my day and give them a measurement. And I like lay it flat, take the measurements, you know, the normal ones, hip, bust, waist, height, length, shoulders, all types of things. Another thing that I learned recently, like, I've always loved fashion and I normally shopped according to color and all that because I'm all over the place. Like, whatever draws my eye, that's the thing I order. And sometimes in the past I haven't paid attention to fit, but something to pay attention to when you're shopping for clothes is how the shoulders fit you, because it's actually gonna take away from your look. Yes, items can be oversized, an oversized shirt, oversized jacket, that looks great, but the place where you want it to be fitted is the shoulders, because that's going to be most flattering. That says like, hey, this is a loose baggy shirt, but it's my size, it's made for me, and then you still look good, not sloppy. So that's something that's new to me, but has helped me a lot. So there you go. Those are my Poshmark tips. If I can think of anything else, I will add that as well. But for now, ciao. The way that I get new inventory in is friends and people who, if you love me and you want to help support my business and you're getting rid of clothes that you don't like anymore, that don't suit you, you know, that someone else gave you, please, please, please bring your items to me instead of at the thrift store, because it's helping support me. I'm a small businesswoman and I'm a stay-at-home mom, and this is my passion. Instead of dumping your clothes off at the thrift store, maybe bring them to me so I can sort them, post them, resell them, make some money off them. And there you have it. Guys, guess how many items I sold just this morning alone? 4 items this morning. On the average, I have an item selling every day, but sometimes I have several items going out a day, and sometimes I have none. But the more you share, the more you grow, the more you grow, the more you sell. It's just a big circle of life and you're all in control of all of it. And then the moolah comes on flying. I keep thinking of one more thing to add. That's the problem. And my kids are gonna start crying soon. Okay, the other thing is, if you want to grow quickly and get more action in your closet, another thing that I do in my spare time, when I'm in the bath, when I'm nursing a kid, when I'm sitting there watching a movie alongside my husband, I'm always moving. Okay, so what I do is I will go to someone who pops up in my feed, maybe a local person, and they say they have 56,000 followers. So when I first started and I got the random, 100 people, I went through that list and I clicked follow, 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 follow. And I started following those people, and instead of on Instagram, how not everyone follows you back, I genuinely follow people that I'm interested in, and it's just more people. I'm interested in more people than people interested in me. That's a whole nother story. But on Poshmark, in general, if you follow someone, they will follow you. So if you share someone's items, they're supposed to return the favor and share your items. That just drives more people to your closet. More people see what you have, and then you get likes, and then you get sales, and then that's all I'm going to say about that. So those are the tips and tricks that have helped me grow my closet. I hope they help you too. Join me on another adventure. Oh, thanks so much for watching.